Hey everybody, Mature Simmer here. So we're back. Again, my gamble, I would say, didn't pay off. Now, I don't know that it would have the other way, but literally everything is bringing me back east. We're going to Wyoming, Nebraska, or New Mexico. So it's basically, which way do I want to go? I'm a bit concerned going up to Gillette. It's also the cheapest run we have. It is the shortest, but they're all exceptionally long. They're all over 500 miles. So we can take scaffolding here to Nebraska, which keeps me near the border. And my real concern here is I feel like Texas has a gravitational pull on the number of jobs, and getting too close to Texas is like a black hole. So I think I'm going to go ahead but do I? Because I'm only going to make barely 20 extra dollars. Now, again, it's only 15 extra miles. But my concern with here is, again, I'm close to Montana, which I'm not looking to head toward. Like Scottsbluff and I think Raton, both of them, because I don't know that, again, there's many cities in any of the 3 states we're going to. So I think they're all major cities, as opposed to what this one was. And so in theory, we should have more loads from them. But once again, I just like the fact that, okay, I can easily get into Colorado again from Scottsbluff. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this. All right, so the issue we have, and yes, I've put the thing up because we have an older truck that, again, doesn't have any position. Talked about last time having too many Big Macs. It's another one of those. But we've got the scaffolding strapped down. Everything looks like the load is properly secured. So we're going to head out. It is so challenging to tell where we've got to go in some of these places. But yeah, I think we need to head out this way, go around the building, and then exit, obviously. So the other piece we have is Duquesne, I think, just has this one location. So there's no other place. Now, it's interesting that it's recomputing because, yeah, it didn't, in essence, discover that roadway behind me, which is interesting. All right. We haven't had a right turn, and I can't even tell you how long. So a right on red has been not something I've had to pay attention to or have to execute for a while. So, all right.
Keep right.
But we'll get out of Duquesne. And then, we'll make the run. Now, we will definitely be running during the daytime hours. It will likely take us from nighttime to nighttime here. Again, given that it's winter, days are short. Okay, go a little quicker. Obviously, I'd like to run at 60 or 65 if we can do that. So there we go. And get to 65. So this will obviously give us, a bigger boost of XP than we've had. What I'm trying to do is stay under 400, but I didn't even have that option. The shortest one was already over 500 miles. So that is a little bit of the challenge, is there going to be enough demand? But with Kiewit being the only location sending anything out of that town, that is the other challenges with a lot of the American cities things, is you're obviously going to be very limited in the commodities you can move because there's going to be less shippers in any of these small towns. But sun is already starting to come up. And I think that's a police officer, so we want to be careful. Oh boy. Are we going to make it past him? We are, but I don't know. Okay, we're not going to make it past the truck, so we'll get in here.
Keep right.
So, yeah, let's look at the map, because this one's longer. So we're going to go Fort Duquesne, we're going to go through Vernal, then we're going back through Rock Springs. We're basically then going places we've been. We get through Cheyenne, we're going to go up, there's no town there, and then we just cross the border and get to Scottsbluff. It's interesting that there's a viewpoint that in essence requires a pretty substantial detour. Right, so, like he's slowing down. Doesn't appear he's hitting his brakes, but I'm sure they did get brighter. I just didn't notice it. Yeah, he basically pumped them there, so did see that. Vernal is straight. And Vernal is a default map town, so I do remember that. It's something that was on the map all the time. But yeah, one of these could be a 45-minute episode. Now again, once we get up out of Utah and get over into Wyoming and stuff, I think we'll be on the interstate most of the way across to Cheyenne. And then again, it's a little bit off at the end, but it's not a huge portion of the trip. So he did start to slow down, but I would say he turned the signal on a bit late. So we've had some behavior that is I've enjoyed less with the traffic mod recently, the last 2 runs. We'll see how things pan out today. But so we're there, and again, very quickly we get to Vernal, or Vernal, probably Vernal, Utah. And now we're back down to 45. There's a tractor over there. Just always looking for something that's going to give me a ticket. But I'm somewhat questioning. I thought Vernal was a regular map location, but that is odd that it would just have
Go straight.
that Home Depot to deliver to, and that's it. Again, there may be things here, because I do vaguely remember that Vernal has some distance to it. So yeah, there's some other options there. Right. He's turning right, so maybe, yeah, we're okay, because they've got a green light. So we'll get our left turn soon. And I think I've gone through Vernal a lot in kind of base game stuff, because we go up from Price, Moab, and all that, head through Vernal, get out of the state, and go from there. But yeah, been definitely getting more and more folks on these series, just new people that have either just found the series, that are have been looking for a bit or are doing something similar, came across it, but that they're newer to the channel. But it's great that folks are finding us and kind of enjoying what's going on, because just as I enjoy participating in ATS this way with the GDC economy mod, again, I'm using the Extreme Edition because that's what I wanted, was the most slowest and most difficult challenge I could come up with. Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, I was pushing the limits of the truck there in the physics mod. definitely let me know. You could see how that weight shifted. Now again, we can see this is gonna be tight here. So again, we're tipping pretty far hard to the right as we entered that. And it's only gonna get more challenging here. I think we're kind of climbing a little bit. So yeah, we're accelerating, but not so much. And this is in theory a 25. Let's see, nobody next to us, so we'll swing out a bit so we have more room in the back. And I think we were 2 lanes as we were climbing, and now we're coming out of that. We're gonna have one sharp turn. All right, so again, if someone comes, we're always in danger of clipping them. So we gotta head way off to the side. But yeah, really just enjoying the process of moving through on the journey. But I do get impatient of, like, you know, what's next? What's going to happen at my next level? Am I going to be able to get a bank loan? Am I going to see my XP extend? So again, we're downhill, trying to get down to 35. Man, this is a tricky road to run. But looks like maybe we're approaching the interstate. Maybe not. It's unfortunate. So hard to turn your head in the sim and stay in the appropriate place on the road. Flaming Gorge. I remember coming through here. Visitor Center. So, doesn't look like we've seen the viewpoint here in this series, so we might, I don't know, it's actually off the side. I'd have to go turn around, so yeah, we'll skip it, because I've done it before. I know the view. I think it is slower over this dam here. I'm not sure that I've seen this one, but yeah, that's a little tighter than I'd like. So this is the kind of stuff, like with Road Trip, that could be interesting, is like figuring out where the overlooks are. Because that's what we would do as a you know, someone doing a road trip, is we would absolutely, whoops, my head got stuck. All right, apologize. Looking around the cab, actually looking around my room, but didn't do what I was trying to do in time, so that's okay. So we're only 106 miles in. But yeah, on the road trip, you know, you'd be going from point of interest to point of interest. And I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they did something like, you know, we're doing a 1-week journey here, we're doing a 2-week journey here. And just have you jump in, drive along, see what we see. Alright, so now we can go 65. Probably catch everybody. We know what that does. Alright, Rock Springs, 52 miles. guessing we gotta slow down here. We do. Alright, I'm gonna put the cruise back on, because at this point we're climbing. That car is going a little bit faster because of that. A lot of curvy roads here. But yeah, this is all 191. I swear we've gotten onto 191 recently. Been there for a bit. Looks like we're doing more of the same here, so... And, hauled up the hill here. But nice views. And the rain, which we haven't had for several runs, so I don't think it would be fair to complain. Yeah, I did hit the wipers, because yeah, now they're on normal, but yeah, this is the okay, well, we gotta wait here. Darn it. I tried, but with the rain, that was too much. So hopefully he'll move. Come on, guys. I'm worried there's someone in front of me still. Yep. That's what I figured. Guy I actually hit, and now we get to wait again. Darn it. Really sorry, sir. Again, I did $510 of damage. I've done that twice in this series of runs, so I've wasted $1,000. Man, I saw it. I started hitting the brakes as fast as I could, but just couldn't do it, and there was really nowhere to go. So, wow. And yeah, if it was dry, maybe. I mean, because I was slowing down. I just wasn't slowing down as much. Well, it takes the wind out of your sails. I'll tell you that. When you do something like that. Because we've got their car messed up. I mean, again, two different loads in like the same day or two. Whoever's hiring me is going to start to question, am I safe enough to haul for them? Well, okay. Now I don't know what he's doing, so that was odd, but this is construction. So it's possible they didn't address that in the traffic behavior mod. So there is that. Now, this guy's doing some weird stuff here, dude. Like, why are you slowing down? So, like, we just need to get... And now he's slowing down again. You want to get hit again? Are you going to get out of your car and have a road rage incident? I don't understand what I'm witnessing. So, yeah, I really thought I would have kind of been at the interstate already, but I'm not... I mean, I don't recall seeing a Wyoming sign yet. I think we're still just fumbling around here in either Colorado or... Can't still be in Utah, because I think right after Vernal we leave. Oh yeah, I'm glad I didn't get brave and decide to try to go around. I kind of really wanted to, but I'm like, we got all kinds of stuff we're coming up to.
Go straight.
We are. Now, I'm going a little quick here. Oh, it says 35 though. That's... So I'm pretty sure.
Go straight and then keep right.
Right.
Keep right. And then turn right.
Okay, well that
Keep left.
can't
And
be.
then
Alright.
turn left.
God, something messed up the GPS there. I'm like,
Turn left.
clearly I can't turn right. So, yeah, that was odd. Get up here. Again, I'm not going to go faster than 65, but I would think at this point, we're going where we need to go. And hopefully, yeah, we're on I-80, so we'll stay on this to Cheyenne, I'm sure. So he's through. We'll get in there. And now it's just a quiet drive.
Keep right.
As we
and
keep
then
going.
Exit right.
Really? Okay, what? So it basically messed me up at that spot. So I should have gone to the right, which is what I thought. But then it was like,
Exit
keep right, but stay left. And I don't know. Okay. So we're literally turning around and going back now.
Turn left.
That is a
and then
petroleum
turn left.
truck. Jesus. What is going on? And there was no traffic. Why he waited so long, I don't know. Luckily we had some runaway there.
Turn left.
That would have been awful. Alright. So maybe we'll be going the opposite way in I-80? Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, it was like, cool, we're leaving the rain, but we were totally going the wrong way. Now this means we're going to be over 500 and whatever, 570 miles too, so just keep that in mind as you look down there. See that we've gone 208. We're probably going to be over 600 by now. Barbecue bacon. Alright, Flaming Gorge Road. And, oh, I'm like, did we go from rain to sun? But no, we did not. Okay, there's a way station here, so we might get told we need to stop. Okay, no, that's actually not a way station. Those are beds. Clearly been driving too long. I'm getting tired and delirious. But yes, we've not gone this way on I-80. So I suppose that's good. Alright, Dunkin' Donuts. But yeah, I'm kind of on highway hypnosis, because this is now my third haul today. So 2 is usually okay, 3 is pushing it, but I kind of want to get these in the can so that I can get them out there, because I am more interested in the focus on ETS too, because I don't have my first skill point there yet, and that is a big deal here. I mean, it does increase our willingness to go further, So I've kind of been manually adjusting from the extra mileage we were given in the mod. Kind of hold things down, but you know, we're expanding our distance a little when we get to skill point 1. More importantly, we'll unlock different load types, and I'm hopeful in Europe that's going to be more effective than it has been here, because even though I can do fragile loads and I'm now certified to haul those, I've only taken one job that you know, has that. So and you know, that we're not going too far, but that has the fragile load, because they're just hard to find. I mean, you saw we had 3 choices, none of them are fragile. You know, and again, if we then get another skill point here, though, you know, then we can unlock like just-in-time deliveries. I would think the just-in-time deliveries, even if they're maybe slightly less in reward, somehow I'm thinking those might be more prevalent in all types of things than, say, again, a high-value cargo or a heavy load. So definitely going to need to think about where the next point goes here. You know, and maybe I'll make a different decision. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe I'll do just-in-time loads in Europe first before I do the fragile loads. Maybe that was the thing, like fragile loads might still be difficult to find. Alright. So let's see. Cheyenne, 181 miles. So that basically will put me almost at 500. And we don't go too far past Cheyenne, so maybe we're not adding as much as I thought, but we'll see. But yeah, it's already coming up on 2 p.m. And we've still clearly got at least, you know, 200, almost 300 miles to go, I think. So we'll see. But Casper.
Keep left.
Yes, we know we keep left at this point. We're just heading to Cheyenne, man. We are following that sign and we are going along. Because yeah, I think Rollins was where I had exited going the other way. Alright, he's faster than me, so we'll let him get by. But I need to be in the right lane again. Alright, going through the cut there. A little too far over. Alright, I guess we weren't going. I thought we were going through. Oh, that's the town road down there. I thought we were going through that cut, but clearly not. So, yeah, at least it's just kind of a light shower. In theory, we've got some blue sky up there. We'll see if we get to it. Like, is it really ending, or is it going to keep up with us for the most part? And I mean, I would hope it's 65. We're going faster than the storm is floating over the surface of the Earth, but, you know, these storms are still big, so. Alright, so we're kind of merging here. But again, kind of getting to where probably when we were hauling down here. Wyoming's sparsely populated between the cities. We're not getting a lot of cars. There's just not a lot of stuff here. Alright, 124 to Cheyenne. because yeah, I think that was like another 45 minutes. We've gone a little over 50 miles. So obviously that's relatively accurate. But I'm guessing we still have an hour and a half, so I would think we're not going to be near Cheyenne till 4:30. And we'll see how everything proceeds after that. But yes, we had not gone this way on I-80. But at this point, if we start crisscrossing, because I-80 is a pretty major thoroughfare, certainly been on it a good amount myself, living in different places, but still having I-80 pass through, or pass nearby. It's probably as good a time as any. If you haven't considered liking or subscribing, please go ahead and hit that like button at a minimum. It's definitely helpful. We've been getting, I think, more visibility because of increased likes lately. Had a good amount of people since 2026 coming on saying, I just discovered your channel, it just got recommended to me, stuff like that, and people that seem to be happy with what they're seeing and join up. So growing the community helps because it gets the channel more visibility. That's going to give me more ability to do things. Thinking on the flight sim, there's a new airport that I go to relatively regularly that I'm like, am I going to spend the money on it? It's a lot easier if I'm doing things like that. If I've got some YouTube income coming in because of what's happening on the channel. But more importantly, it gets more people to answer your comments and questions or respond to them. Now, he did move over with the person exiting. So we'll go back over here. Now we'll see, because he should wait. A lot of times with SCS, they would dive in front of you there and cause an unsafe situation. It did not. So that was well done. Man, I really thought with the blue skies and the broken clouds ahead that we'd be breaking out of this, but clearly that is not happening. Alright, clear enough with him. KFC and Chick-fil-A. It's just the chicken billboard area. Alright. That is an old car. Somehow it just doesn't seem to fit in Wyoming, but here it is. Alright, 400 miles that we've made. Gotta be getting close here. Alright, so another kind of merge in with the highway. Though it's probably just a road going off there. Alright, enough room here. So again, that truck got off. It didn't slow everything down. That's the kind of stuff we're seeing from the traffic behavior that I think smooths things out a lot, makes it appropriate, act appropriately. We're starting to climb. Alright, he moved over, so I can move over. But yes, I think that's why we went to 3 lanes, because we are increasing our elevation. Alright, rest areas up here. Happy Jack Road. Right. I'm gonna go and say it's not gonna stop raining before we deliver. We're gonna be delivering in the rain, because these clouds just seem to be going on, and they are that gray-white that is kind of like it's brewing up a storm, but it might not be raining yet, but not what we're getting. He cut across both lanes. Alright, nobody there. Nobody next to us. And let's see, what have we got? This is Round Top Road. Right, Cheyenne, next 4 exits, so we're kind of in the vicinity. But again, I think here, unless we exit, we're kind of going to stay in the 1 to 20 rate and keep moving along, which is important. Okay, so we had delivered, or whatever, hauled from there.
Keep left.
Okay, so first big interchange in quite some time.
Keep right. And then exit right.
Alright. Now we're gonna go to 25 north. We're up to
Exit
basically
right.
470. I'm gonna go too fast. It says 20, but we know we've got an uphill ramp, so that's gonna slow down.
Keep left.
Okay. Alright, still cloudy this way, so again, I don't think we're gonna catch any breaks. And let's see. Casper, we're not going up to Casper. I don't know Wheatland either. So it's possible we'll be moving, you know, before any of those. Alright, but we were here, we exited, we cut across, so we have come from this direction before. Alright, so all of that interchange is in. Coming up on 500. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we had to get to 6 with the little bit of detour we had to do. So I don't know, is it Wheatland? Guess we'll find out. Yeah, now we've got big bad storm clouds ahead of us, so it is not going to stop before we deliver. Oh, sorry about the thing. I'm gonna have to remember after I shut this down. I talked about earlier adjusting my settings for winter for the weather, because I know the rain changes. I think it does back off a little bit, so I need to do that. I'm gonna try really hard to remember. It just sometimes, again, there's a little mind numbing. I was kind of laughing. So yeah, we've got, you know, at our home here, when we got it, the only propane that exists, the only gas at all, everything's electric. The only propane that existed was for a couple log inserts in the 2 fireplaces that are here. But they use a ton of propane. We used it briefly and, you know, probably went through 25% of the tank in like 90 minutes.
And then
so
exit right.
it's not really helpful and useful, so we've decided, well, you know, we can heat with a space heater easier. But anyway, tank is rented and they need to come get it. And they just said, you know, they don't need to come in, they'll just come get it. But it's really kind of visible from the road as we come up.
Keep right.
And it's a little cold now with all the storms in January, so I'm like, I'm not going to go out and look if they got it. And I went out to grab something at lunch today before the winter storms coming in, and was literally coming near the house and was like, oh, I need to see if the tank is still there, and then I forgot to look. So that means I could forget to look again for this, because it's just, there's so many things to think about and do and whatever. We'll see, but we're close enough now, I think, that we should be getting close to our delivery point, and then maybe it'll be close enough that I'll remember. Man, it is getting solid dark clouds here. Not sure. I think this turn will be okay. Of course, once I figure out it isn't, it's going to be too late, but no, it's fine. Alright, well, we're at 562. We don't see any blinking flag yet, so my guess is definitely not stopping around 570. Again, somehow I wasn't on. I'm like, why am I drifting? Why is it quiet? Somehow my cruise did not reset even though I hit the button. But anyway, it's going now. And yes, now we're over 570. If we get over 580, we know we've exceeded it. The question is it going to be all the way to 600 or not? Again, we got 25 miles, which is not an insubstantial amount. Like, we could very quickly, you know, end at 590 or something, so we'll see. It's like an interesting set of mountains out there. Yeah, I'm like looking, because there's like two of them. They have those narrow little chimney things. Looks like we're slowing down. We'll just be careful, because yeah, we might go to the right here. So I don't want to do anything dumb. Like drift out of my lane. I don't know what the heck that was. I had to mute and cough, but there was a little distraction there. Alright, well, we're at 599, so we're clearly going to be at 600. But just right. Barely, because there it is. Right. Alright, so at our turn signal, there we go. Scotts Bluff.
Turn right.
Welcome to Nebraska. I didn't see the sign. If you did,
keep left.
Congrats.
And then turn left. Turn left.
But we are just about there. Oh, there we go. It is at 6 p.m., but man, it's dark. So, again, a rainy day to transition. Just can't catch a break. Got straight. That. Man, this is a big delivery area. Is that a fire truck? I think so. No, just a truck. Where can we turn in? Like anywhere? I don't understand. It said go straight, but I don't think I can get in. Oh, maybe we can further out. Looks like we can come in.
Keep right, and then turn right.
'Cause yeah, like here we'll...
Turn right.
Oh yeah, alright. I think we're going in here. So this is going to be definitely one of those big Nebraska delivery locations. So we're gonna need to go around the building, it looks like. Yeah, I think there are some folks that someone had criticized, like, having the delivery locations on or something. It's kind of implying like I should just pull in a yard and figure out where I need to go. Which again, I've still got the icons indicator or whatever. Man, we have to go like through there. Yeah, never delivered in one of these, but this is where the driving academy training definitely is helpful. Alright, well, I don't see it there. Huh. Alright, I am gonna go look now, though, because this is getting crazy. Alright, is it here? No. So I'm there, but... because the truck is not, like, appearing, but this is so odd. Like, where? I mean, it should be here somewhere. Makes no sense. Oh my goodness. Okay, so wait a minute. What? Oh, wow. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna want to kind of pull through over there. Wow. Yeah, that is challenging to see from where we're at. I don't think I have the visibility there yet. I kind of can see it now. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna get ourselves over here. I assume the train's just gonna wait. Alright, so... it's gonna be a little bit of blindside, that's for sure. I probably honestly want to get over here pretty sharply. And then... we hit something, so that didn't work. Oh, clearly not sharp enough. Alright, so let's try this. That should be okay. Although now it's probably too sharp. Now if I go here, can I see back there yet? Not really. Right. Alright, so we're gonna want to go right around here, and we know we're next to that trailer, so... but we can see the gutter. Alright, so we're gonna want to get through here. Alright, want to get there. And then cut over pretty sharply there. I'm guessing this isn't gonna let me go. So let's see. I can go up here. I mean, this definitely has got to be one of the more challenging parking positions that we could have. So this isn't at least a 9. I think 90 is the highest you can get. But I thought there was a 40, 90, and like a 120. But it's just so rare to get a 120. Alright, finally. Wow. So, I got that scaffolding that they want. Let's see what things look like. 605. All right, we got over 1,000, but yeah, we did get 90. So yeah, profit didn't go up much because again, we're paying for fines and stuff. So, but we're at 5,300. So I mean, as long as we're staying over 5,000, I guess we'll consider that a victory. But I think I was at like 9,200 or 9,400 at one point. So I've definitely been throwing cash away. So just need to be more careful as we go along. You know, we're about probably 2/3 almost. I don't really think we're 2/3 of the way. We're past half, but might just be 55%. We might still have a little ways to go. So there's going to be a good amount of work left to get through level 1. I will see you next time.